is the second part of 4.3, where we'll be using completing the square to find the equation of the circle. So at the start of section 4.3, we've learnt that x minus a all squared plus y minus b all squared equals r squared is the equation of a circle, where the centre of the circle is AB and the radius is 5. So for example, x plus 3 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 36 gives us a centre of minus 3, 4, and a radius of 6. So let's have a look at that equation. So x plus 3 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 36. Let's expand that. So we expand the orange section here. That gives us x squared plus 6x plus 9. Remembering that you can write the brackets side by side to make that easier. If we expand the kind of bluey-green section, then we'll get y squared minus 8y plus 16 equals 36. So although they look different, these two equations are identical. What I can then do is rearrange that so that I can get x squared plus y squared plus 6x minus 8y. You can see those are here. And then 9 add 16 gives me 25. And if I take 36, that gives me minus 11 is equal to 0. So again, these three all look different, but they're identical equations. So the third one is the equation of the circle as much as the first one, but it's much harder for us to pull out the information such as the centre and the radius. So we can use this to work backwards. So a circle has an equation, x squared plus y squared minus 10x plus 6y minus 66 equals 0. Find the centre and find the radius. So this is in the form a bit like our third equation that we saw a second ago. So what we actually need to do is complete the square. So all I'm going to do is take the equation we had at the start and group together the x parts of the equation and group together the y parts of the equation. And I'm going to put the numbers after the equal sign because I don't need them right now. So these two equations again are identical. I haven't done anything apart from reorder the x and reorder the y. So what we need to do now is the core 1 skill of completing the square, because that will give us a structure of the equation of the circle where we can pull out the centre and the radius. So let's just deal with the x squared minus 10x part. So if you remember from core 1, we need to halve the 10x to get 5. That's x minus 5 squared. And because that will produce an extra plus 25, we need to minus the 25 off. Okay, next we need to deal with the y squared plus 6y. So half the 6 to give you 3, so that will give you y plus 3 squared. Then you need to take the 9 off that 3 will generate, 3 squared will generate, and that will be equal to the 66. Okay, now you can see that we're starting to get the form that we would need for the centre and the radius. Okay, so let's group together the minus 25 and the minus 9 to give you minus 34, and then take the 34 to the side to give us 100. So x minus 5 all squared plus y plus 3 all squared equals 100. So now we can use that information from our original equation that we learned at the start of the video to find out the centre is 5 and minus 3, and the radius obviously the square root of 100, which is 10. Now in the book these aren't very common questions, but they do appear quite a lot in the exam. It will often ask you to find the radius or the centre as part A and the other as part B, but you to find both together using the same method of completing the square.